Thompson and St. Cyr side by side. Racing it out. Who has the faster car to finish this thing? St. Cyr is going to bring it home in first. What a race at the end of that thing. Caution, caution, caution. Come around the corner. Jamie Horn is going to be your winner here at the Mars Properties 200. Alrighty. With any luck at all, that should have it fixed. Welcome everybody to Doghouse Racing TV. Welcome back to the Group 6 Cup Series, and welcome to Kentucky. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here tonight with us this evening. We're going to get you over to some racing action right here, right now. As always, my name is Hunter Foley up here in the booth without my broadcast partner this evening. He is not going to be joining us. He has decided to abandon me for a bachelor party and racing at Phoenix. So unfortunately, we will not have John here with us tonight, but I will be doing my very best to bring you as good of a show as I possibly can. If there is anything going on, any sort of issues, anything like that, please feel free to direct any and all of your complaints over to Mr. John Smith because it most definitely was not my fault, even though it definitely was. But I appreciate you all for joining us here. We are going to get this thing underway, as you can see up there at the front, as we are getting ready to take the green flag. Channing Ballou taking the pole position right beside Jamie Horn. Got Kevin Thompson, Daniel Simmons, Andrew St. Cor along the side there as well. Got Joe McKnight running in the front as well. Got Brandon Trush, Christopher Simon, Jamie Knopf, Daniel Wilkerson, Justin McMahon, Daniel Wilkerson's up there as well. Tony Martin, Stephen Bonomo, Josh Cully, Gary Armijo, Chris Leftwich, Tyler Millette, Mike Leftwich, Adam Gardner, Nick Atwood, Nick Schell, Bill Gentry, and Gary Clune. So Gary Clune is going to be bringing it down pit road right there as we try to get you back over to the racing action here. Again, apologize for all the technical difficulties. I'm still trying to work on some of them behind the scenes here, but in the meantime, wanted to make sure that the stream was at least rolling so everyone could see what was going on here from Kentucky. Got BMAC in the comments. Looking forward to all the action. Have a great race, Team BMP, and especially to number 12. Have fun, Andrew. Show them what that Mustang can do. Also got Sandra Horn. Hello to all. Good luck, Jamie. Number 98. Cheering you on as always. And then Sandra asking if the sound was off. It was, because I'm dumb. But we got it working, and so thank you for the good job working. And then we also got Country Chick saying, let's go, number 94. Cheering for Mr. Tyler Millette, currently running in the 15th position here at Kentucky Speedway. Really, really fast mile and a half that these guys are going to be driving tonight. The practice times were all right at 30 seconds per lap, so we got 120 laps of action here tonight. Stage break is going to be on lap 60. So we will see how that is going once we get a little bit closer to that time. Just so everybody can kind of understand what I'm trying to do in the background here, is that lovely ticker that you always see on the left-hand side of the screen. That is what I'm trying to get working right now. So I am working on that, and will try to have that up as soon as possible. It was, of course, working about 20 minutes before I started the stream. And ever since then, just... But I do promise you we are doing our best here. As you see some exciting action going on up there at the front. Channing Ballou, Andrew St. Cor now in a battle. There, and you got Daniel Simmons, Kevin Thompson, Jamie Knopf, all in that battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th right there. Jamie Knopf already up 7 positions here tonight. And Andrew St. Cor is up 5 spots right now. I am also now being told that there's no race audio. So we're gonna work on that now too. maybe possibly. Please do feel free to let me know in the comments if you can hear the race audio now. And I do sincerely apologize for the inconvenience of me being back here trying to get all this figured out. Oh, and there's John saying no in the comments. Still no race audio. Womp womp. Maybe that did it? I really hope. Yes, we hear them. Hallelujah. We are making progress, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, dear Lord, help us all. And by all, I mean like mostly me in this moment. Just to give you an update here on what we have going on down here on the track. Still got your race leader, Channing Ballou, out in front. He's going to be out in front by right at 3/4 of a second. And it's going to be his teammate, Jamie Knopf, there. Going to have a little top-down view there. Andrew St. Cyr currently running in third place, followed by Daniel Simmons, Jamie Horn, Kevin Thompson, Joe McKnight, Josh Cully, Christopher Simon, and Tony Martin. That is going to be your current top 10 out here tonight. Chris Leftwich currently running in 11th place. Brandon Trush going to be running in 12th. Steve Bonomo in 13th. Daniel Wilkerson 14th. Tyler Millette currently running in 15th place. Justin McMahon is going to be currently running in 16th. Gary Armijo is in 17th. Mike Leftwich 18th. Nick Atwood 19th. Then you're going to have Nick Schell, Bill Gentry, and Adam Gardner. Gary Clune going to be right now the last car on the lead lap, at least for the time being. Kathy Trush in the comments, Team 23, have a great race, Brandon, and then sounds like it has a bad echo, or is it just me? Knowing how things are running currently tonight for me, it's probably not just you. So I'll go work on that. All right, let's see if that fixed it. I don't think it did. Did that maybe fix it? I'm seeing mic is good now. Now just need race audio. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. No more echo, echo, echo. Way better, no echo. Thank you. We're getting there. Yep, we did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it. Oh my god. I'm gonna go walk off a bridge. Let me know if that fixed the race volume a little bit for you. So now I can go back to my original problem one, which was trying to get the ticker to work. But before we do that, let me make sure that we check in on the actual race. Trading Baloo still going to be leading your race here tonight at Kentucky Speedway, followed closely behind by his teammate, Mr. Jamie Knopf. Andrew St. Cyr currently going to be running in third place. Daniel Simmons still holding down fourth place, about to be challenged by the number 98 of Jamie Horn right there, though. Joe McKnight still holding on to second place. Kevin Thompson still running seventh. Tony Martin eighth. Josh Cully ninth. Christopher Simon running in 10th. Then you're going to have Chris Leftwich, Justin McMahon, as you can see right there. Brandon Trush, Tyler Millette, and Daniel Wilkerson rounding out your top 15. Anyway, while we keep working on that little problem, just want to make sure that everybody is also aware. Just take you away from the racing for just 1 second. Gonna make sure that we pull up our standings board for everybody so you can see where your favorite driver is currently running in the points. Kevin Thompson leading our points race right now, followed closely behind by Daniel Simmons, John Ballou, Andrew St. Cor, Josh Cully, Jamie Knopf, Brandon Trush, Stephen Benimo, Nick Atwood, and Jamie Horn going to make up your top 10 right now. Gary Clune, Justin McMahon, Nick Schell, Daniel Wilkerson, and Bill Gentry going to round out your top 15. And then they are going to be followed up by Adam Gardner, Chris Simon, Donald Leftwich, Joe McKnight, Tyler Millette, Hunter Simpson, Gary Armijo, Bruce Martin, and Chris Leftwich. Kick it back over to the racing here for you. While the leader has not changed as of right now, Channing Ballou still out there leading this thing in convincing fashion, at least for right now, as we have started having some drivers head down pit road. Kevin Thompson has already actually come down and made his pit stop, as you see him actually right there in front of the race leader, Channing Ballou. Jamie Knopf also had a really big race so far, up 10 spots so far on the night. Andrew St. Cor up 4 spots on the evening so far. Chris Leftwich and Josh Cully also having big moving nights as well. Currently running 6th and 7th right there. Chris Leftwich up 10 spots so far. Josh Cully going to be up 13 spots so far. A couple other big movers out on the track. Tony Martin up 5 spots to get himself into the top 10. Tyler Millette currently up 6 spots as he's knocking on the door of the top 10 if he can run down Brandon Trush right there. Oh, looks like we have Daniel Simmons hard into the wall. Up there, up against the wall, trying to get it back down. Tore the bumper off of that thing. Looks like he's going to be able to limp it down pit road, but unfortunate to see for Daniel Simmons. Been having a really, really strong season so far. Was our winner last week, followed by his teammate Channing Ballou and Josh Cully getting 3rd place. Channing still out there leading this thing so far. Jamie Knopf up there still in 2nd. Andrew St. Cor running it in 3rd right now. We'll make sure we also give a huge shout out to the sponsor of our series, and that is Group6. As you can every single week see them represented on the car of our very own Justin McMahon right there. For those that do not know, Group6 has not only been the series sponsor for 2 seasons in a row now, but they've also been the car sponsor for Justin McMahon there. Group6 is a leading creative agency, and they are passionate about crafting cutting-edge websites, developing dynamic web solutions, and providing top-tier managed hosting services. Their mission is to help businesses of all sizes enhance their online presence, explore their wide range of services at Group6 Inc., and see how they can drive your digital success. Once again, huge shout-out to Group6 for being our series sponsor this year. I want to make sure that even in spite of all of my flaws on the evening, make sure we give a big shout out to the race sponsor. Oh my Lord in holy heaven, I think we did it. We might have done it. Oh, I'm so happy. Ah, that sucks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have a real race now. And it actually, like, kind of looks like what it's supposed to look like. So, good job, Hunter. Pats on the back all around. Yay me. It's a really good thing that y'all can't see my face right now because it is beet red. Once again, I would just like to announce for the record and for anyone concerned at home and maybe even a little bit upset that the broadcast tonight has not been up to the Knapp Daddy Racing standard that you are normally accustomed to. I understand that. I respect that and would like to request that all complaints and inquiries be directed to John along with mean and angry words for abandoning me. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, B-Mac, B. Bradley, Mercury in retrograde. Strikes again. Yeah, dude, my Libra moon is not in season, and therefore now I suck at everything. Country. What lap are we on? We're on lap 53, which you can now actually see in the top left corner of the ticker, which is something that we now have. So we're getting there, and we've made it, and we're happy. BMAC, thank you. I'm mostly joking. Sean Thompson, still better than Fox. Yeah, dude. Tell Jamie Murray I'm coming for his job. I mean, on the positive side, if they have someone that's more than like 5'5" in the booth, then like maybe it'll make for better camera angles. I don't know. Just offering suggestions here. But now that everyone can see the ticker on the side of the screen, now that we are 55 laps into the race here at Kentucky, Channing Ballou still leading the race with Jamie Knopf, his teammate, right behind him by about 3.5 seconds. And then you're going to have Andrew St. Cyr back there about another 2 seconds behind him. Chris Leftwich up 12 spots on the evening, currently running in fourth. Then you're going to have Jamie Horn in fifth. Justin McMahon currently in a battle right there with Brandon Trush. That is going to be for sixth and seventh. Tyler Millette up 10 spots now, sitting in eighth place with Josh Cully right behind him. Chris Simon sitting in 10th. Then you're going to have Tony Martin, Mike Leftwich, Nick Schell, and then Nick Atwood currently sitting in the 14th spot. Then you're going to have Bill Gentry right there in 15th. Gary Armijo taking 16th right now. Daniel Wilkerson 17th. Stephen Bonomo and Adam Gardner going at it there for 18th and 19th. Joe McKnight 20th. Kevin Thompson, who we saw come down pit road a little bit early. And then we got Gary Clune currently sitting in 22nd. And Daniel Simmons still going to be on pit road after we saw that collision with the wall that took that bumper out. It's like we got some... I thought we had some more takers down pit road right there, but I do not believe we do right now, other than Joe McKnight currently down there on pit road right there in front. Of that 06 machine of Daniel Simmons.
I have a meatball flag cleared, please. Anybody with a meatball flag, we will clear meatballs if y'all need anything.
That had been nice to know a minute ago.
Sorry to open up the settings on everybody right there. Want to make sure that I have my voice chat and spotter turned off so you're not hearing any of the spotters or any of the chat between the drivers as we come to our first stage here at Kentucky Speedway. Once again, just want to say appreciate the patience from everyone while we were getting everything rolling here. For those that don't know, I guess to give you a little bit of behind the curtain here, there's a software called OBS. That's what actually makes the stream work and makes it go to YouTube. And then there's a system called SDK. SDK is what gives me the ability to change cameras without having to be over here on the screen changing cameras manually. If you were there for our very first stream, here on Doghouse Racing TV, you would have seen me doing that because we had computer issues. So it gives me the ability to change the cameras from over on my other screen so I can do stuff like that without you seeing my mouse. And then there's another part of SDK, and that's what gives us that ticker on the side. That's what allows me to do things like this and pull up Channing Ballou's face and car and hometown and all that good stuff. And that little software was the one that decided to not work. I tested it about 20 minutes before I started, and then it just decided to not load. So that's delightful. As we see pretty much everybody bringing it down here on to pit road, led by Channing Ballou. As we come in for our stage here, this is going to be halfway through the race. Congratulations to our top 10 who were able to get bonus points for the playoffs as we see them all pulling down onto pit road here. And congratulations to Channing Ballou, who took the race lead there pretty early on into the race and never gave it up. Coming off of pit road, we are going to have Channing Ballou, Jamie Knopf, Brandon Trush, Chris Leftwich, Andrew St. Cyr, Justin McMahon, Jamie Horn, Tyler Millette, Chris Simon, and Josh Cully. Making up your top 10. Heading over to Mike Leftwich, Nick Schell, Tony Martin, Bill Gentry, and then Nick Atwood to round out your top 15. You're going to have Adam Gardner, Gary Armijo, Daniel Wilkerson, and then you're going to have a couple guys out there who I think are trying to get their waiver rounds right here, and that is going to include Stephen Bonomo, Joe McKnight, and Kevin Thompson. Nat Betty Racing, which is John, by the way, saying can't lose the Disney magic. Don't give away my secrets. All I gotta say is that that Delta Wi-Fi must have gotten a lot better, because at least from what I'm able to tell, he is somewhere vaguely over the middle of Oklahoma. Right? Oklahoma. Don't know why that was hard to say. Somewhere vaguely over Oklahoma right now, and he's still able to be very active in the chat, so good for him. Once again, just want to say appreciate everybody for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. Like John said in the comments, you're going to see a big overhaul next week, so be sure you tune in for what we are certainly hoping will be a little bit more professional of a stream, but be sure you still leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We got a lot of great racing coming to you over the rest of the season. And then once again, just while we're here, want to make sure that we shout out Group 6 for being an amazing sponsor. They do a great job, and we appreciate them so much for everything that they do for us and for the league. If you need any help with designing a website, online marketing, anything like that, be sure to hit up Group 6. I know that they will take care of you. Just like we are going to try to take care of this restart as we head back to the green flag. Pace car is off, and we are back underway. Big restart there for Channing Ballou. Jamie Knopf, his teammate, right behind him, but Chris Leftwich has been a man on a mission tonight, as has Chris Leftwich, and then Andrew St. Cyr, Justin McMahon, and Jamie Horn are all trying to get it done up there as well. Tyler Millette moving into the top 10 as well. Justin McMahon in a battle right now with Andrew St. Cyr. That is going to be for 5th and 6th positions. Chris Leftwich able to make the pass up front to go around Jamie Knopf. Now he's going to be up there trying to run down Channing Ballou. Like how John's in the comments right now, giving me points for good transitions or bad transitions. I'm assuming there will be a bad transition comment at some point, but in the meantime, had a lot of big movers here tonight, as we were talking about earlier. As you see, Chris Leftwich right there, up 14 spots on the night. He did just get that second place position away from Jamie Knopf, but Jamie Knopf still up 9 spots on the evening. In a surprise to no one, right there behind Jamie Horn, you do see that number 88 machine of Josh Cully been running in the top 3 very consistently over the last couple of weeks and is up 12 spots tonight in 8th. Tyler Millette also up 9 spots, and then Mike Leftwich right there inside the top 10, also up 7 spots. Been a good night for Nick Schell back there in 12th as well, currently up 9 spots right now. See if we can't give you a little view of what Chris Leftwich is looking like right now as he tries to run down Channing Ballou, who has been pretty dominant over the course of this race. Got the lead really early on, was right there at the front, and really hasn't given it up over the course of the night, but really, really fast 1.5 miles here at Kentucky, and you'll see kind of compared to a lot of the 1.5 mile tracks, if we go back here and kind of take a look at 7th, 8th place, a lot of division in the cars here really pretty early right after the restart. I mean, everyone's split up pretty seriously so far. You can even go back here and take a look as Tony Martin's trying to run down Mike Leftwich. I mean, guys kind of all over the track, moving between the different lines, usually going down right around that yellow line on entry and then going right back up to the top of the track on exit. On lap 72 of 100 currently. Definitely going to be expecting most of these drivers to have to make another pit stop here. Currently, you got 18 cars on the lead lap of the 23 we started with this evening. Daniel Simmons, currently the only car that has called it a night as of this point, I believe, though. Actually, I lied to you. I believe Gary Clune and Kevin Thompson have also decided to call it a night here. No, they haven't. What am I talking about? What is this thing saying? Gary Clune, still very much on the track. Same for Kevin Thompson and Steve Bonomo, as you see them right there. Steve Bonomo down 1 lap currently. Joe McKnight also down 1 lap. He is going to be in the next position to get the lucky dog. Last car on the lead lap right now is going to be the number 28 car of Daniel Wilkerson. Channing Ballou still leading this race by about 0.3 of a second so far. Brandon Trush still trying to run down the leaders up there. Right now, we have kind of a separation right now. Leftwich actually gaining a little bit of time on Channing Ballou. Looks like he's kind of caught him in the draft a little bit there. Not a ton of draft at Kentucky, but able to kind of break through the breeze there a little bit as he's gaining a little bit of time. Gained about 1/10 over the last lap, and then Jamie Knopf still sitting there in 3rd place, just over 0.6 of a second behind. Brandon Trush currently sitting at almost 2 seconds back right now. Lost a little bit of time that last lap, and then Andrew St. Cyr actually gaining quite a bit of time on Brandon Trush, up about 0.3 over the past 2 laps. You can see on the side of the ticker right there, that is going to be showing you the gap between all these cars in real time. You can actually check out their last lap times right there. You can kind of see really, really similar times between a lot of these drivers, but there is some outliers right there, as you see, just under 31 seconds for both Ballou and Leftwich. Jamie Knopf right at 31. Andrew St. Cyr with a really hot lap that last time by 30.85. Justin McMahon, the only one in the top 10 there, running a 31 on that last lap by. He's going to have Tony Martin to deal with here, with Tony Martin able to gain over a 10th that last lap by. Switch it back over so you can see the gap between these cars right now. I believe that's my first time seeing the like gray camo scheme for Chris Leftwich for the Shoney's car. That thing is pretty sweet. I don't know, Brandon Trush got that paint job through Knapp Daddy Racing. I think that's a new update to an existing scheme. Love that one as well. And then once again, you see Justin McMahon there rocking the Group 6 car, supporting the series sponsor for this year. Ooh, looks like Andrew St. Cyr caught the wall just a little bit right there. He's still trying to run down Brandon Trush in that number 23 car. Got a little ways to go. About 0.4 of a second separate them right now. Definitely going to be very curious to see what the pit road strategies start looking like as we get a little bit closer to the end of the race, as we're currently sitting on lap 83 of 120 here at Kentucky. Chris Leftwich been doing a really good job tonight. Channing Ballou been really, really fast, but Chris Leftwich been moving through the field really, really well. I mean, up 14 spots on the night, and really been the only one over the past 20 laps that's been able to keep Channing Ballou within about a second. He's lost a little bit of time over the past couple laps, but still under half a second right now. Justin McMahon still sitting in 8th place, but less than a half a second separates him and Tony Martin right now. Chris Simon just made a couple of moves right there as he's able to get around the number 91 of Nick Atwood. So we can't get you a little above the track view there. He's going to be trying to run down Mike Leftwich next. Chris Simon passed Bill Gentry for 14th and Nick Schell for 15th. All within the last couple of laps. So he is trying to move his way forward, get involved for the end stages of this race. Jamie Horn starting to close ground a little bit right now on the number 12 of Andrew St. Cyr. Jamie Horn currently sitting in 6th place. So he kind of turned the burners up a little bit, trying to run down to Andrew St. Cord there, get his way into the top 5. Looks like someone else who has turned the burners on a little bit is Channing Ballou, as he just very quickly gained about a 10th over Chris Leftwich right there. Jamie Knopf still sitting comfortably in 3rd place. Brandon Trush been trying to get up there and run him down, but right now the gap between the leaders continues to grow. Chris Leftwich now almost 3/4 of a second behind, which would be the biggest gap that Channing Ballou has had in this second stage of the race here at Kentucky Speedway. Jamie Horn able to complete that pass over Andrew St. Cord. That is going to move him up into the 5th position. Andrew St. Cord still right there, and here comes Josh Cully as well. Josh Cully on a streak right now. I believe he had a top finish in our Tuesday night series, and then followed that up with a top 3 finish in the Thursday night race last week in the Cup Series. Trying to follow that up again here tonight. Up 13 spots currently, sitting in 7th position. See if we can't actually get on board with Mr. Channing Ballou right here, as he's been doing a really, really strong job of maintaining the race lead. See if we can actually kind of take a look here. See if we notice anything different about how he is driving the car versus some of the other drivers we have out here. Taking it all the way down to the yellow line. Entering back in, gets back in the throttle all the way back up to the wall. Red lines it out right there. Actually downshifting right there to take it into the corner. And then going to get back into it right here. Get it right across the start-finish line, right before the start-finish line. It's where he's actually going to make that gear switch. And then Jamie Knopf just made the pass over Chris Leftwich to get into 2nd place there. See if Jamie's doing anything different from what we've been seeing out of Channing Ballou. It looks really similar right there, almost exactly the same gear switch. And let's see if he gets back into it at the same time that we saw his teammate doing it a little bit earlier, getting back into 5th right there for Jamie Knopf. I didn't see anything on my screen that was saying that Chris Leftwich had gotten into any trouble, but I mean, he very, very quickly started losing some time on Channing Ballou. I mean, he went from right at 3/4 of a second behind to now over 3 seconds, lost that position to Jamie Knopf. And is still actually losing a little bit of time right now. Brandon Trush able to start pulling in 4th place, and then Jamie Horn not that far behind. Now going to be less than a second from the bumper of Brandon Trush there. Andrew St. Cord still sitting in 6th place, but he's got Josh Cully that's trying to get up to the bumper and challenge for position right there. Check back in here on the rest of the top 10. Tony Martin up there running in 9th place right now. Then you got Tyler Millette sitting in 10th place right now. He's going to have Mike Leftwich and Chris Simon right there trying to run him down. Look at the block from Mike Leftwich. Trying to keep Chris Simon from moving up anymore. Then Nick Atwood, who was just able to get around the number 4 car of Bill Gentry. And then right behind him, you do see Nick Schell right there in that number 6 car. And then Joe McKnight there in that 51 car. He is going to be your first car a lap down as of right now with 22 laps to go here at Kentucky. Three seconds of a lead right now for Channing Ballou out front right now. Jamie Knopf going to be sitting about 3 seconds behind right now, followed by Chris Leftwich, Brandon Trush, and Jamie Horn. It's like Nick Atwood able to make a move back in. That is going to be for 13th place as he's able to get around Bill Gentry right there. Mike Leftwich and Chris Simon. Not sure if they're trying to work together or whether they're going at it right now, but lots of movement out of both of those guys as they try to move up towards the front. And we have a yellow flag. And it looks like it is for Chris Leftwich. Doesn't look like there's too much damage on that car of Chris Leftwich, but unfortunately that is going to put him quite behind the 8 ball here. Oh, we got cars going every which way now. I'll be very honest with everyone. I forgot how to do the rewind from my component screen, so we're gonna have to do the replay the crappy way. Sorry about that. As you actually see Tony Martin and Mike Leftwich skidding out, lots of damage after we were already under the yellow flag here. That is unfortunate for both of those guys. So we have everybody bringing it down pit road here. with everybody off of pit road here. Only our second caution of the night here at Kentucky Speedway. Believe we are going to be restarting with 16 to go. Those laps are going to fly by, especially with the laps that these guys have been putting down. Unfortunately, some fast cars taken out in that last caution. I believe Chris Leftwich was able to get it back on the track with very little damage, and it is still going to be on the lead lap here. Adam Gardner trying to get it back out on the track right now. I believe he's going to be able to remain on the lead lap as well. Joe McKnight getting back out there. And you see Steve Bonomo, Kevin Thompson already gridded up. But with that, the pace car is off. And we have someone spinning already. Nick Atwood into the infield. Oh, no. Right off restart. He's going to be back on the track, but going to lose a lot of position right there. Channing Ballou, Jamie Horn, Jamie Knopf, all up front, going to be battling for this thing. Jamie Horn hard to the inside. Trying to stay under Jamie Knopf right there. Josh Cully trying to get caught back up. So Josh Cully a little bit into the wall right there. Jamie Horn trying to run down Channing Ballou with 15 to go here. Channing's teammate Jamie Knopf sitting in third right now. Josh Cully, Brandon Trush, Andrew St. Cyr battling right now for fifth place. Andrew St. Cyr with a really big run on the high side. Think he's going to be able to get it done right here. Justin McMahon sticking right there to the bumper of Andrew St. Cyr. Oh, all the way to the bumper of Brandon Trush right there. Little bit of impact with the roll right there. Tyler Millette trying to run him down, sitting in eighth right now. Bill Gentry up to ninth place, and then Chris Simon finally been able to crack the top 10 here. Channing Ballou starting to get a little bit of separation over Jamie Horn here. Got it out to 0.4 of a second and still building. Really good entry there from Jamie Horn, trying to stick to the inside. Channing Ballou noticeably taking a higher line on the track right now. Everybody single file behind him right now. Justin McMahon going a little bit high, trying to get a run on Brandon Trush here. Gonna switch it up, try to go low, both trying to run down Andrew St. Cyr in fifth. Nothing doing right now. Josh Cully still sitting in fourth place. Jamie Knopf now almost all the way to the bumper of Jamie Horn. Everyone's still trying to run down your race leader, Channing Ballou, and then nobody has had anything for him, at least as of yet. We still have 11 laps of action here. See if anybody will have anything in their bag of tricks to try to run him down, but absolutely dominating performance by Channing Ballou here so far tonight. Jamie Knopf almost to the bumper there of Jamie Horn, followed by Josh Cully right there. Andrew St. Cyr still all by himself in fifth. Justin McMahon, Brandon Trush going to be side by side right here. Justin McMahon able to complete the pass on Brandon Trush here, as he's going to try to stick to the inside to see if he can get up there and get Justin McMahon as well. 9 laps to go here at Kentucky. Again, you can see those times beside those drivers just continuing to increase. Channing Ballou increasing that lead pretty consistently. Right as I say that, Jamie Horn gets a pretty good run right there, but immediately almost loses every bit of time and gained right there. Channing Ballou able to pull away and even add a 10th right there to the end of that lap. There you can see the separation between Jamie Horn and Jamie Knopf right now. See if I can't pull up the last lap times beside the drivers there. Justin McMahon actually with one of the faster laps out there that last lap by. He's trying to run down Andrew St. Cyr. Believe Justin McMahon going to be the only one that had a time that was better than the race leader that last lap. But Channing Ballou able to take it back that last lap by, beat Justin McMahon by 2/100ths. Switch back over as we come to the closing stages of this race, so you can try to see just the gap that Channing Ballou's been able to build on these other drivers as we come into the closing stages of our race here at Kentucky tonight. Once again, just want to thank everybody for joining here with us tonight and choosing to spend some of your Thursday night with us. I know the drivers in the Doghouse Racing League and the Group 6 Cup Series appreciate it very much. I appreciate it very much, and I definitely appreciate all the patience everybody was showing while my computer decided to do anything other than what I wanted and needed it to do at the moment. But we made it, and these drivers have made it to 5 to go here at Kentucky. Andrew St. Cyr been able to get a little bit more separation over Justin McMahon, been able to turn it up a little bit over the past couple laps. Now he's actually knocking on the door of Josh Cully, trying to get 4th place away from him. Channing Ballou continuing to increase that lead, 1.2 seconds over Jamie Horn right now. Jamie Knopf going to be about another 0.6 of a second behind Jamie Horn. And then you're going to have Josh Cully and Andrew St. Cyr, who are about to be in a last few laps battle for the 4th position here. Andrew St. Cyr all the way to the bumper of Josh Cully, going to try to work the outside line here. Josh Cully able to get a really good run on the inside lane, though. Andrew St. Cyr going to have to try to switch it up here on this next lap. 2 to go at Kentucky. White flag about to be in the air for these drivers. You can see the gap between Channing Ballou and Jamie Horn right now. About 1.2 seconds as it stands right now. Josh Cully able to get a little bit of separation over Andrew St. Cyr, try to hang on to that 4th position, as it doesn't look like anybody is going to have anything for Channing Ballou here tonight as he's entering that backstretch here. White flag already flown in the air. Turn 3 for Channing Ballou. Dominating performance from front to back down the front stretch. It is going to be Channing Ballou at Kentucky going to take the victory here tonight. Dominating performance from Channing Ballou as he will take home the victory here tonight. Jamie Horn going to come home in second place. Jamie Knopf going to come home in third. It's another 2 drivers for Pink Magic in the top 3. Josh Culley going to come home fourth, able to hold off Andrew St. Cyr. Justin McMahon going to come home in 6th place. Brandon Trush going to get 7th. Tyler Millette going to finish 8th. Bill Gentry going to come home in 9th. Chris Simon going to come home in 10th place. We will get your full grid for the finishing stages of this race here in just 1 second. But after a performance like that, I do think we would be remiss if we didn't turn it over to our race winner, Channing Ballou, so he can burn it down. Definitely think that is a victory-worthy burnout for your race winner, Mr. Channing Ballou. That was a startling noise. As we take a look here at your final grid for the race, Channing Ballou getting the race win here tonight, followed by Mr. Jamie Horn. Jamie Knopf going to come home in 3rd place. Josh Culley is going to finish 4th. Andrew St. Cyr going to finish in 5th. Justin McMahon finishing 6th. Brandon Trush is going to get the 7th position here tonight. Tyler Millette going to finish 8th. Bill Gentry going to finish 9th here tonight. Chris Simon gets 10th. Tony Martin 11th. Chris Leftwich is going to come home in 12th. Joe McKnight is going to finish in 13th. Daniel Wilkerson going to finish 14th. Nick Schell in 15th. Adam Gardner is going to finish 16th. Gary Armijo 17th. And Mike Leftwich going to come home in 18th position. And we will work on getting your drivers up here in the booth for their interviews. Just want to say once again a huge shout out to our series sponsor, Group 6, for everything that they do for us. Group 6 been the series sponsor for 2 years running now, and we are very, very appreciative for everything they do. Just as a reminder to everybody, Group 6 is a leading creative agency, and they are passionate about crafting cutting-edge websites, developing dynamic web solutions, and providing top-tier managed hosting services. Their mission is to help businesses of all sizes enhance their online presence, explore their wide range of services at group6inc.com, and see how they can drive your digital success. Special thanks once again to Group 6 for being our series sponsor this year. And I suppose it might not be the most tasteful thing after the night that I had up here in the booth, but I suppose I can shout out to us as well. Knapp Daddy Racing Designs, Knapp Daddy Racing. For those that don't know, myself and John make up Knapp Daddy Racing. We do a little bit more than just broadcasting. We really started as an iRacing design shop. We've expanded to try to be your one-stop shop for any and all things iRacing. Check out our website, napdaddyracing.com, for all of your custom design, template, or logo needs. And be sure to grab some of the free content that's available on the website as well. Even if you're not into iRacing, you can grab a t-shirt, grab a hat, help support us. It means a lot. You can check us out here on Doghouse Racing TV every single Thursday night for the Cup Series, on our own channel for the Knapp Daddy Cup Series on Monday nights, And we try to be live on TikTok as often as we can, but honestly, it's been a minute. Real life and all that good stuff. For me and John, just gallivanting in Phoenix and, like medical school and stuff like that. But once again, you can check out our website, knapdaddyracing.com. And once again, just want to say appreciate everybody for hanging out with us tonight. B-Mac in the comments. Congrats to the winners. Great job. Hunter, wow, thanks. Good race, Andrew. Top 10, always good. And then John, who's the real winner, Baloo or Hunter? It's Baloo. Baloo had a much better night than I did, and I'll be sure to tell him that. But if you can give me 1 second here, I will go ahead and work on getting our drivers up here for their interview, and we will be right back. Believe we are ready to go here with our driver interviews here tonight. Coming up first is going to be your third place finisher here tonight, which is going to be Mr. Jamie Knopf. If I can get this to work here really quick. Jamie, you got Hunter up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Jamie, congratulations on third place here tonight at Kentucky. Talk me through this race and what was going through your mind. You were one of our biggest movers here tonight. Did you think you had anything to run down your teammate up there up front, or just give me your thoughts on how everything went here tonight?
I think it went pretty good. I qualified 12th, and I noticed in like the officials, if you just rode around and waited till your tires wore out, you would maybe gain a position or two. So I thought it may be best to try to get on up to second or third there while everybody was saving their tires, and then try to save mine a little bit. But yeah, I had nothing for Channing. He started on the pole, had clean air, and he was gone. And so I got to second, I think. And I was thinking to myself, man, I'm gonna be about 12th again before the stage, because I thought I'd done burnt my tires up real bad. But then the track temp kept getting higher, and car kept getting less grip. So, but all in all, it was a great run. I kind of wish it wouldn't had that caution late in the race. I think I might have could have held on to second. I'm not sure. I think the guy in third was catching me a little bit, but all in all, it was a great race. And I had a couple fourth place finishes, so I finally got a top three to be able to talk to you guys.
I was going to say, I know we've talked to both Channing, and I know Daniel had a little bit of a rougher night here tonight, but we talked about, I've almost had a Pink Magic 1, 2, 3 a couple different times, and always seemed like you were the one that was getting bumped out of the top three, but you're able to get it done tonight. Talk to me about the tire wear. It seemed like it was so sudden, like we see guys flying around the track, and then all of a sudden it was just almost like a switch flipped. How did you notice the tires wearing, and about how many laps could you get out of them before that wear really started setting in?
Probably around lap 40, you could really tell it, and you was just having to, just back your pace up a lot just to get to the end of the stage there. I think a few people might have had a blown tire, but yeah, when I got to second, I just kind of rode and tried to, you know, just rode easy, like easy on the throttle up off, and on the entry, just try not to make it push, and so to try to help the tires a little bit. And it's almost like you can't really go fast. You kind of got to have a steady pace there the whole run. So that seems to work best for me, but everybody drives different. So
Well, either way, great night for you here tonight, man. I know we have a off week next week, but then we're headed to Atlanta on March 19th. How do you feel about your chances at Atlanta?
The drafting tracks ain't my strong point because I feel like I usually get in the wrong spot at the wrong time. So,
Same.
so maybe the old Atlanta, I'll have a better, I guess it's more in your control. You know, wreck happens, you can't miss it when they all bunch together with the pack. So I guess that's my biggest downfall of the plate races. But anyway, can't wait. Have a week off. I'm actually going to Vegas on vacation in between there.
There you
So
go. Well, good deal, man. Again, congratulations on third place here tonight. Look forward to seeing you at Atlanta. Before we let you go, any sponsors or shout outs you want to give to the people out there?
I like thank Channing for trying to coach me there and teach me how to drive, and uh, thank you guys for the broadcast and get putting the league on and everything. Thank all the guys with the league.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations again on third place, and we'll look forward to talking to you. Don't have too much fun in Vegas.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Take care. As going to be your third place winner, Mr. Jamie Knopf. Coming up next, we are going to have your second place finisher, and that is going to be Mr. Jamie Horn. See if I can't get him up here into the booth with us. Jamie, you got Hunter in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, congratulations on second place here tonight. We saw you kind of riding around in that top 5, top 6 for most of the night, and then able to get it up into the top 3 there at the end. Talk to me about your race and what sort of chances you thought you had there at the end.
I didn't really have any chance at the end there. Honestly, I was just happy to finish second. I misjudged the track whenever I picked the setup, and I was way too tight. I tried to adjust it and loosen it, but that was pretty much all I had. I tried. I mean, I think we would have had top 5 if the caution had to come out there at the end. Me and Brandon was on pretty much same strategy, save our tires and just try to make a position or 2 there at the end. But unfortunately, that caution come out and changed up the plan a little bit. But happy with second. I'm mainly just happy to finish a race. I think I finished one race other than this one this season, so just glad to finish one.
Yeah, well, it's good to be talking to you again, man. Unfortunately, you caught it on our night where John's decided to abandon us, so it's just me up here in the booth tonight. But either way, good to have you back up here. I know we're headed to Atlanta after the week off. How do you like your chances at Atlanta compared to here at Kentucky?
Better chances here than Atlanta. I'll just say that.
Fair enough.
I'm not a fan of Atlanta's fun, but no super speedway likes me, so I might come out all right, or it might be somewhere else. Who knows?
Yeah, I would say that I feel like that's about my super speedway experiences. Like I either way outperform my general skill level, or I'm having a hot dog by lap 20. But either way, man, congratulations on second place here tonight. Good to talk to you again. Any sponsors or shout outs you want to give before we let you get out of here?
Yeah, give a shout out to you for putting on the broadcast tonight since your partner ditched you and bailed on you. Always enjoy going back and watching them. Shout out to Channing on the win. He's been tearing it up this season, so good job. Shout out to all our sponsors, Group 6, Trackside, NASCAR Outlet, SSR Designs, Butt Kicker, everybody that helps keep the league going. Shout out to all the drivers that show up each week. They're really what keeps the league going and keeps us being able to do what we're doing and having some good, clean races. Shout out to all my teammates and my mom at home watching.
Mama Horn has been in here already, and when you do go back and watch the stream, maybe just skip like the first 40 laps because the software wasn't working right, and we were just all over the place. But after that, I think we recovered nicely. It's a good C+ performance from us tonight. But again, congratulations on the second place, and we'll look forward to talking to you after the break.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You take care.
Yes.
That is going to be your second place finisher, Mr. Jamie Horn. After that, we will take it over to your race winner, which is going to be the number 26 car of Channing Ballou. Channing, you got Hunter up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Hunter. What's up?
Hey, man, congratulations on the race win here tonight. What a race, man. Dominant performance from start to finish. Talk to me about the race here tonight. Is Kentucky a track that you feel especially confident at, or did you just come in here with a really good plan and just work to perfection?
If you want to say the plan is the car, then yeah. I mean, ultimately, though, they can get rid of this racetrack, which I know they have in real life, but I don't really care for it. I feel like the racing's not very good. I mean, the corners are way different on each end, but it's what we got. It's a mile and a half. It's better than, I guess going to Martinsville or something like that. So can't complain there. But overall, I mean, all this is just car, man. It's all set up. So, and I'm not doing anything special. I promise.
I was gonna say, is that like leading into your setup sponsorship, or do you do them yourself, or let the people in on a little trade secret?
The trade secret is raceepi.com, or it can be Premier Racing Setup. So I'm not going to give you all the juice, but you got to figure out which one. Some of them are better at different places. So this week it was PRS. So shout out to them. They built a good car. I mean, other than that, pretty boring event, to be honest. Hopefully the fans weren't bored. I know I was pretty bored. I like to be side by side and race. Everybody's not going to like Atlanta in 2 weeks, but I'll like it because it'll be side by side, really hard, aggressive racing. I mean, most people don't like it because their fate's not controlled by just themselves, but I feel like there's a skill and a knack you got to have at those type tracks to finish well. But I bet everybody else is ready to go somewhere different in a mile and a half, because we do have the mile and a half figured out as far as short fuel adjustments, or just coming into the server and seeing what the track, grip level feels like, and making small changes. I mean, I tell you, a lot of people don't know it's air pressure is so huge in this car. So just a little nugget for everybody out there. If you're searching for speed, check the air. You'll be 40s on the right, figure it out on the left. And the way to do that is run 30 lap runs and just keep messing around one click at a time. That's the problem with open setup racing, is you kind of have to put in some time, but I didn't. So just go by the sets and you'll be right there.
There you go. But either way, man, you had a rocket ship tonight. When we talked to your teammate Jamie, and to Jamie Horn as well, about the tire wear here tonight. Was that a big issue or something you planned for, or did you really not notice the tire wear maybe as much as some of the other guys did?
No, it's definitely an issue, but what would make it better is if it wore out quicker. It takes too long. I mean, about lap 58, I got warning, and then, or probably 57, 56, I got a warning, and then I got the next warning. I mean, I'll tell everybody after that first run, I was 32.10 on the right. So if the race didn't have a stage and there was some sort of strategy there, I feel like we would see a little bit different of a race. I mean, if it had to go 65 was a good number to go to have 55 at the end, I would have been screwed because I was going to pit before that. I mean, I got saved because there's a stage caution. I mean, my right rear was going to give out. Once it gets under 15%, it's over. You're not going anywhere. You're just in a controlled slide.
Well, either way, man, great run from you here tonight. You had an absolute rocket ship. Another win, going to move you up in the points. And like we talked about, headed to Atlanta here after a break week. But before we let you get out of here, any sponsors, shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, got to keep giving them to Jamie Knapp with Pink Magic Tire Prep. It's really, really good stuff. But got to give a shout out to you guys for just putting this on every week, having us somewhere to race. It's hard to find green flag racing. I will say I'm very impressed with all the green flag runs we've had. They're long. I don't know if we can get rid of the stage caution in the middle or put it earlier so that way we can have a longer second stint and have a green flag stop. I know everyone voted on that, but overall it's a great league. We got 23 guys tonight. Can't complain though. Green flag racing is where it's at.
Absolutely. We say all the time that one of the best leagues we've ever been a part of. Me and John race on the Tuesday nights, and then we're up here in the booth. Well, we normally are up here in the booth on Thursday nights. Just me here tonight. So either way, man, congratulations on the win here tonight. Looking forward to talking to you at Atlanta after our break week.
Yeah, man. If any one of these times you want to just hop in this 26 machine when I hang it up, I'll let you drive it.
I don't think you want me to, but I appreciate the offer, man. Hope you have a great night, all right?
See you, man.
Take care. That is going to be your race winner, Mr. Channing Ballou. Going to move him up in the points here tonight at Kentucky. Once again, you may have heard there, we are taking a break next week, so we will not have a broadcast on Thursday night, but we will be back the week after at Atlanta. Once again, just want to thank everybody so much for joining here with us tonight for our race at Kentucky. It has been a fantastic time up here broadcasting by myself. Once we got the first 40-lap fiasco out of the way, it's been a lot of fun. So thank you all for tuning in. I know I greatly appreciate it. I know John appreciates it too while he's over Texas somewhere, I would assume at this point. But it's been a great night. Thank you all very much. Be sure you like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you as always for cheering on your favorite drivers. But with that being said, just want to shout out one more time to our sponsor, Group 6. Group 6 does such a great job taking care of us. We appreciate them so much. Be sure you check them out at their website, group6inc.com. And then once again, little shameless self plug to Knapp Daddy Racing. Be sure you check us out on our website and on our YouTube channel on Tuesday nights, or Monday nights, excuse me, for our series over there. But with that being all said, for the final time tonight, my name has been Hunter Foley, just Hunter Foley, and I will be talking to you guys in 2 weeks with my broadcast partner, and we will see you all next time. Take it easy, everybody. Please be good. Thompson and St. Cour side by side, racing it out. Who has the faster car to finish this thing? St. Cour is going to bring it home in first. What a race at the end of that thing. Caution, caution, caution. Come around the corner. Jamie Horn is going to be your winner here at the Mars Properties 200.